Hi Capricorn, welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your weekly tarot check for June 14th through June 21st. Okay, so we're going Flag Day to Father's Day for those of you who celebrate those. And I hope you're all doing well, and I so appreciate all the support of the channel, your sweet comments, the likes, the shares, subscribing. I really appreciate that, and it's a time when we need to raise our collective consciousness and vibration with positivity, right? I think we need it more than ever. So thank you for doing that and being in the solution. And if you're new, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. If you tap the bell, you'll be notified when new videos are posted, but they're generally every week. So in a couple days, I'm going to post a mid-month check, and that's a little more in-depth with the Celtic Cross. It's a little deeper dive. But for today, let's find out here. Guidance, please. Guidance, please, for Capricorn. Guidance, please, for Capricorn. All right, that feels good. All right, this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, all right? So we go day by day, even though it is a sacred, mystical practice that isn't really aligned with time, but it's just for our structure. Sunday, you begin with the Two of Cups. Monday, you've got the Nine of Cups. Tuesday, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Wednesday, you've got the Six of Cups. Wow. Thursday, you have the Six of Swords. Friday, you have the Magician. Saturday, you have the Four of Swords. And Sunday, you have Temperance. Beautiful reading. Wow. Your readings are always good. There's an energetic field around you right now that's going to last for several months, and it really looks good. So I hope you're enjoying that. And if you say, well, it doesn't feel like it's around me, it's there. You just have to align with it, okay? So you have the Two of Cups here on, before we begin with this particular day, you got a lot of water around you this week. You've got, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you've got Sagittarius here. You certainly do have other, you've got air too. You've got Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. But it feels like there's a reunion here, for sure. For somebody here, they've been wanting this for a while. Somebody has been wanting to get back together with somebody. And it feels like years. It feels like maybe 2 years or something. And it's kind of like what I'm getting with this is, there was a void. It was like this void that wasn't filled. It was not the right thing to do, I guess. That's what it feels like somebody is saying this was not the right thing to do. In their head, they're thinking, but really it's universally, yes, of course it was, but they regret it. They feel like there was some time wasted here. It's definitely about wish fulfillment, but you got a soulmate connection for sure. Now, that's for some of you. For somebody else, you may have somebody that is new coming in, and we'll talk about that as we go along here. But I feel like for somebody that has something new, there's great passion, almost where you have to have self-control in the matter. But there's just a very strong physical attraction coming through. So for those of you that are in something or haven't been in something, there's new, but there's a reunion. I just keep getting that. I feel like the relationship pulls a little bit more towards that too. Monday, you've got the Nine of Cups here. And this is, certainly it's wish fulfillment, but there's something here that really moves your heart. It could be kind of a love note or of just a very nice offer. There's like a generosity, somebody who's very thoughtful here and wanting to, just kind of wanting to woo you, I guess, sweep you off your feet. But things look good. When you're here, you're sitting pretty. He's sitting there, very proud of his cups, and like, look what I've accomplished. Look at everything I've accomplished. So on Monday, take a look at your life and tell yourself that right out loud. Look right in the mirror and say, look at everything I've accomplished. I'm doing it. Day by day, I'm doing it. Things are coming to me left and right, and it is awesome. Be in that vibration because it's not quite complete. More is coming. More will be revealed, and it's good stuff. Tuesday, you've got the Seven of Pentacles here. And again, this is, you've been nurturing things along. You've been putting in the time, and you're contemplative here. You're taking a look at the landscape and saying, what's next? What is next for me? And you're moving forward definitely with we'll get into the Seven of Swords in a minute here. Some of you may be planning some kind of a short getaway. I've got Fort Lauderdale came into my head. I don't know who that's for because it's probably one person on here. But somebody is planning some kind of short getaway. They want to go away and just kind of kick back and see what in the world is going on in the world. And again, I know I have a lot of international viewers, so I know for some of you that would be a big trip. But it's, there's a strong desire there by somebody, and that's how that comes through to me. So either way, though, you're still taking stock, you're still taking inventory, and note your progress. Really do, because that builds momentum as you try to move forward and go forth. Noting your progress and all that you've accomplished with the Nine of Cups and then the Seven of Pentacles is pushing you forward with a beautiful vibration. Now, you have here the Six of Cups. And this is a sentimental longing. Somebody's nostalgic, and that's what I got right from the beginning, that somebody was thinking about things. There's a very contemplative energy this week overall for you. And so some of you, as you move forward, are just kind of in this phase where you're looking at things and reveling, revel in who you become, because it hasn't been without some suffering along the way. And you've done it. You've gone through it and come out on the other side. This is just, it's a reflective energy of thinking about memories. It's with all this, the yellow in the card here, it's a gift coming your way, okay? There's a gift coming your way. That's what I get. So it's warmth. It's a very warm energy surrounding you. It's interesting because this is so warm, and then you've got the Six of Swords here, which is definitely a bit colder, isn't it? You've got, with the Six of Swords, it's about moving forward. It can be emotionally. It can also be an actual physical trip, which I mentioned already. I do think, though, some of you, as you're contemplative this week, are moving away from being tied to past traumas and pains and things, and you've got this guide who ushers you along in the journey. And that could even be your higher self, your spiritual guide, who's always with you, whether you know it or not. They're always there, and there's certainly lots of information on how to be connected with your guides or how to be connected with the source within you. But you're in flow. I just get that there's a serenity around you. There's a peace around you. And when you can do that, when you can quiet your mind and have that serenity and that peace, that's when you take back your power, okay? You step right into it. And here you have the Magician, and this is a wonderful law of attraction card. So with a relationship, you're both bringing a lot to the table. There's all the elements represented here. And the Magician holds his wand to the sky because he knows how to bring heaven to earth. He knows how to manifest on the material plane. And I think for us as human beings, when we figure out how to do that, it gives a great sense of power, because we realize how powerful we are as beings, not human beings, but as eternal beings. We recognize that we have infinite abundance once we start to do that with some consistency. So I do feel, again, like you've got great power here in bringing things into your material plane. You definitely have somebody that's very interested in you in a relationship. I just keep getting that again and again. Now on Saturday, you've got the Four of Swords, so here you are lying in repose. And I don't feel like it's a lack of communication as much as it's, again, this contemplative, reflective energy. I just saw tea leaves, like somebody reading tea leaves. I don't know if anybody's doing that, but it just is that kind of energy. It's very tranquil. It's very zen. It's just very nice. And when you do that and you can clear your mind, that's when you're divinely guided. That's when you can allow those inspired ideas to come through. So you're on a great spiritual journey, but it's resulting in a lot of physical manifestations around you. And they're just it's very lovely. And you finish here on Sunday, and I really like this, the end here with Temperance. Of course, this is Sagittarius energy, but Temperance appears after a crisis. in the tarot. So it's after the Death card in order. And so when the Temperance card appears, it's a time of renewal. It's definitely a time of getting in flow. You know, it's an angel with water, right? The two cups being poured back and forth, and there's a flow to it. It's really a card of healing, of self-healing, of self-care, and just a blending. There's a blending here. Now, again, I mentioned self-control, and for some of you with this new relationship, not, getting married in one weekend kind of a thing, because there's such a strong desire with that relationship. But it's letting things go and just grow. But very, very, you just have a serenity this week, and when you have serenity, peace. So let's close here. We've got an oracle card to attract more love into your lives. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. So that's the highest vibration that we can attain, is that of love. And I feel like you have it here. We'll close off with Abraham Hicks, Money and the Law of Attraction. I can make a career of living happily ever after. A very good career choice would be to gravitate toward those activities and to embrace those desires that harmonize with your core intentions, which are freedom and growth and joy. Make a career of living a happy life rather than trying to find work that will produce enough income that you can do things with your money that will make you happy. When feeling happy is of paramount importance to you, and what you do for a living makes you happy, you've found the best of all combinations, right? So we want that life where we don't feel like, oh God, I need a vacation. I can't wait to get out of here. Because when we start to do that, there's such restlessness. But you've got a nice, very nice flow this week. So I love you so much, Capricorn, and I will be back again soon.